Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you the deck I used to get Duel level max. Now it's the same as last year, or I guess not technically last year, but it hasn't been a year. The last KC Cup first stage. I also used batteries. Here I'm using almost the same deck. We've just added some new techs. So why would I choose to do this? Batteries are even stronger now, guys, believe it or not. Batteries were dead on arrival because of Cocteus and Invoke decks. There was no inherent out to get over him. He would crush this deck. But he's nowhere near as popular, even with Invoke decks still as around. You're not seeing Cocteus as much. You get over it really easy. So this deck just has better matchups across the board. It works out really well. And all we've teched in are for Dark Magician. So really the only thing this deck is weak against would be Dark Lords, as they could negate your effects properly and stop your plays. And these techs don't really help versus Dark Lords. But we're scrapping that for better plays versus Dark Magicians. Xing Shang Shu is just, it's the most satisfying thing in the world to cripple a Dark Magician's whole back row with the first turn Xing Shang Shu. It's amazing, guys. So this one's a little more dynamic. This you would use to avoid the banish from the Dark Magical Circle, or you can use it aggressively versus other decks, like an Invoke deck. You put it on their Invoked, chain it to Invocation. They can't summon a monster, you waste a lot of resources. It's pretty good play. You can also do it with Cyber Dragons when they try to banish a Cyber Dragon with their trap. Put it on the Cyber Dragon, now they can't banish it. Works out really well. Other than that, guys, it's the basic battery plays. You can just loop Fuel Cell. You could possibly use all three of your Fuel Cells and their effects in one turn, all dumping in the graveyard for your Industrial Strength. And then we have our opponents making plays they shouldn't because of our Sphere Karibo. Like, let's say we're fighting Shiranui and they have the resources to make a level 10 Synchro Monster, the 3500, but they instead decide to go for the level 8, and that way they get an OTK chance, but then they get hit with the Sphere Karibo and they're in a way worse position. So Sphere Karibo is still an excellent hand trap. This deck breezes through, guys, and it's fast. It's just decides in a few turns, gets it over with. You know, I would think it didn't need Lab Builder. There will be times where you're running it and you feel like, I don't need Labyrinth Builder, but trust me, you do. You don't want to brick. Breaking's not fun. Labyrinth Builder really helps versus the bricks, so really go for it, guys. Other than that, this deck had a smooth climb. It just had a little trouble with some Dark Lords, but other than that, it was doing great. As long as you're going first turn with the Xing versus Dark Magicians, guys, oh man. But keep an eye out tomorrow for when the real KC Cup has started, and I will show you the deck I'm using. Till then, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, here we are versus a Yami Yugi. That usually means Invoked E-Sabers, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is here. It's running into that a lot. They obviously won the last KC Cup, and the meta hasn't changed too much. Pretty much just Shiranui has inserted itself. So it's still pretty interesting. Here he's got a normal summon Molehue, set a back row. It's a Cosmic Cyclone. He also has the Elemental Lords, so it's gonna be a tough field to get over. Here he dumps a Lapolia, flips himself face down. Sorcerer Conduit from that Cosmic Cyclone can't battle due to the Elemental Lord's search. We get to flip up our Micro Cell, special summon a 9-volt. That search is a Fuel Cell. We already have a Charger. We normal summon the Charger with the Micro Cell. He's going to use his Molehue's effect at the incorrect timing and put our Charger face down. It's not really going to hurt us. We just tribute off the Charger for the first Fuel Cell, bring out the second Fuel Cell, tribute off the 9-volt, special summon a third Fuel Cell. Why not, guys? Swing for lethal. Great stuff. So batteries are my go-to in something like this because they're just so quick and easy. The plays are simple. Here's for a dual level up. It's just easy stuff, guys. The plays are straightforward and the techs are straightforward as just anti-Dark Magician, anti-back row. Here we're gonna hit him with the Xing right in the draw phase, chaining it to Mahad. So those two back row are now useless. We have a Micro Cell that is more than swinging into us. We have our 9-volt to special summon and search a Fuel Cell. We're good to go, guys. Now 9-Volt only destroys in your end phase, not your opponent's end phase, so he stays right there. We normal summon another 9-Volt, look at us go. Then we special summon a Fuel Cell. Fuel Cell gets rid of that 9-Volt to return the Mahad. Those 2 back row are nothing, so we summon Industrial Strength. He gets Karibo'd, but we still have more than lethal, guys. Just power through it. Great stuff with these techs. Okay, here we are facing a Joey Wheeler. I don't think I actually have any replays versus Dark Magician, but I mean, even my rank up was versus Dark Magician. He just bricked. So here we're trying not to rank down. We're starting with Xing Zheng Yu. This is how you want it, but you want to go first. Our opponent is ninjas, so if we can really get the Zing on him, he will be pretty much crippled, but it's really hard. As you can see here, he generously didn't just finish the game. Had he made an end phase play with Red Dragon Ninja and set one of those on top of our deck, we would have been in a really bad position, but he doesn't, so we can zing him in the draw phase. Now he gets out another Hanzo. All he has to work with is one super transformation thanks to our zing. Here he gets the Micro Cell that brings out our 9-Volt, blocking the Hanzo, and searching the ever important Charger. We draw into a second Charger, so didn't really need to. Tribute summon the Charger, special summon a Fuel Cell, special summon another Fuel Cell. He's gonna try to super transform that first Fuel Cell. Brings out a Spirit of White, but that does not negate the effect, so I still return the trap card to the hand at the end of the chain, getting rid of the Spirit of White before its effect can work. Then we summon our Industrial Strength. Industrial Strength lets us summon another Fuel Cell. That Fuel Cell tributes the other Fuel Cell, return the monster, finish the game. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here's Yami Yugi. We're going second. This deck does have first turn plays now, but we're going second. He's using 25 cards. We don't even have an extra deck. He sets, that gives us an opportunity to set, so we're going to set our Micro Cell. Now our opponent normal summons a Malo, that means he's invoked. We're going to bring out a 9-Volt in attack position, because why not? That searches our Charger to start the combo. We get an extra +1 from Micro Cell to bring a Forbidden Lance. Now we normal summon the Charger, special summon a 9-Volt. We get 9-Volt search of a Fuel Cell. Now we special summon that Fuel Cell. He tries to floodgate him, but we're gonna chain our Forbidden Lance. And now he's immune to spell and traps. Tries to wall Diaz. Again, this guy is immune to spell or traps, so he stays just fine. He Cosmic Cyclones our Zing. That's okay because he has no back row. Now he's trying to hit us with the Invoked. Had he made a Malo, or had he made a Cactius, guys, he'd be perfectly fine. But the Purgatrio was just too attractive for him. Goes for Purgatrio. That's going to be easy fodder for Karibo. So I don't know, he could have made the Cactius just yet, but it probably would have been a better play to wait for it. He couldn't have known that. He doesn't see batteries too often. So now we normal summon a Fuel Cell, or sorry, a 9-Volt, to search a Fuel Cell. Special summon the Fuel Cell, get rid of the 9-Volt, because he's destroying the end phase anyway. Get rid of that other Fuel Cell to get rid of that face down monster. Now we have Industrial Strength and a Fuel Cell for lethal. Nice and easy stuff versus Invoke, guys. Great stuff. Okay, more Yami Yugi. Still gonna see Invokes everywhere, guys. And they might even be running Dark Magicians, so still get used to seeing him. If only we went first with this Zing, it'd be nice. But it doesn't matter, because we're fighting Elemental Sabers, and I was so scared seeing this Nalu possibly lead into a Cactius, guys. It would be so hard for us to kill. But we get him to swing into our Micro Cell, that brings out our 9-Volt. Search Industrial Strength. So we got big plans for this duel. Here we're going to Tribute Summon our Charger. He's gonna Treacherous our Charger, not the play he wanted, because we still special summon our 9-Volt. Thank goodness we searched the Industrial Strength, guys. He's gonna try to flip our 9-Volt face down with the Molehue. Again, not a good play. We're still gonna be able to summon our Industrial Strength all the same. Industrial Strength's gonna kill a monster and a spell card, and then we pass our turn, because I believe he can't attack the turn we do it, right? Or no, we didn't want to trigger either a Destiny Draw or a Sorcery Conduit, so we didn't attack. Here he tries to flip us face down and destroy us, but we hit him with the old Sphere Karibo, so we're safe. We special summon our Fuel Cell, tribute off the boy in the middle, return that boy to his hand. Now we're confident in swinging without triggering any effects. Hit him for lethal. Great stuff, guys. So like I said, this deck is quick and easy. It's not weak versus Invoked anymore, guys. It used to be an auto-lose versus Invoked because they would have a Cactius. It's not an auto-lose versus Invoked. It eats up all the other pedestrian decks. You tech hard for Dark Magician, and it's successful, guys. Great, great stuff. Hope you enjoyed the replays, and I wish you success in the KC Cup.